something big just leaked, and if it's true, it might be the most explosive scandal of Diddy's entire career. Rumors are flying that Diddy has allegedly been HIV positive since all the way back in 2011. But that's not even the wildest part. Word on the street is that leaked medical records have surfaced from his time behind bars, and they're pointing to something the industry has been trying to hide for over a decade. Now, names are being dragged into the conversation. Big names. Usher, Kim Porter, Craig Mack, and even Jaguar Wright are being linked to this underground rumor mill. Some say Diddy infected multiple celebrities at his infamous freak-off parties. Others claim there's a long list of industry insiders who knew the truth and helped him cover it up. So what's really going on? Is this just another internet spiral, or has a decade-long secret finally started to unravel? Let's get into it. At first, people thought Diddy was just going through it. Legal trouble, media heat, public pressure. It would break down just about anybody. But when he stepped into that courtroom for the first time, something was off. This wasn't just a man who looked stressed. He looked thinner, older, and almost unrecognizable. Fans started picking apart his appearance. Sunken cheeks, dull eyes, a sluggish walk. This looked like a health issue. So, people dug up old photos, placed them side by side with courtroom sketches and recent footage. The transformation was drastic. Even court reporters noted how different his presence felt, that if something was weighing him down more than just legal charges. That's when the real rumors started. Whispers about a possible illness, not just any illness, HIV. It only took one sketch to light the internet on fire. As soon as those courtroom illustrations of Diddy hit social media, fans pounced. His sunken face, the bags under his eyes, the way he slouched in his seat. Comment sections exploded with speculation. He looks sick. This ain't just stress. And then the big one. Y'all, this looks like full-blown HIV symptoms. Multiple accounts claim to have seen leaked medical files from Diddy's time in prison. According to them, those files confirmed everything. They alleged Diddy was diagnosed with HIV years ago, and the reason he looked so drained in court was because he could no longer hide it. The streets were talking, and once that kind of fire spreads, it's hard to put out, especially when names of other celebrities started getting mentioned. And that's when things really took a turn. Once the HIV rumors took hold, the internet's next question was simple, but terrifying. Who else might be infected? That's when people started bringing up Diddy's infamous freak-offs. Wild, secretive parties rumored to involve A-list celebrities, luxury drugs, and no rules. These weren't your typical industry get-togethers. They were whispered about like urban legends, the kind of events where phones were banned, NDAs were mandatory, and whatever happened behind those doors stayed buried, until now. But that's when Jaguar Wright stepped in and completely blew the lid off. In a now viral rant, she didn't just confirm the HIV rumor, she doubled down. According to her, Diddy had knowingly lived with the virus for years. But even more shocking, she claimed that at least 20 other industry men may be infected too.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Her words sent shockwaves through the music world. Because if what she was saying was true, this wasn't just a personal health crisis. It was a potential industry cover-up of massive proportions. And some of the names being whispered were already starting to resurface in the worst way. The moment Jaguar Wright dropped that claim, one name flew to the top of everyone's mind: Usher. His history with Diddy isn't just casual, it's personal. When Usher was just 13 years old, he lived with Diddy in New York for about a year. At the time, it was framed as mentorship, but years later, during an interview with Howard Stern, Usher admitted the experience was strange. He called the environment curious, and made it clear that what he witnessed back then was nothing he'd ever expose his own kids to. And the question is, what else might have happened behind closed doors? But it didn't stop there. Fans quickly pointed to Usher's own past. He's faced not one, not two, but 3 separate lawsuits from women claiming he gave them herpes. While those cases dealt with a different STI, the connection raised eyebrows. Suddenly, it didn't feel like a coincidence. Whispers turned to theories. Timelines were compared. People online began wondering, did Usher contract more than just herpes? Did something happen during those early years with Diddy that the public never found out about? And he wasn't the only one, because soon, eyes turned to someone even closer to Diddy, someone who's no longer here to speak for herself. Kim Porter's passing in 2018 left the industry shaken, but what's surfacing now has people questioning everything. At the time, her death was ruled a complication from pneumonia, but long before these recent HIV rumors exploded, there were quiet whispers that something about her passing didn't add up. Now, those whispers are growing louder and more sinister. As the Diddy allegations heat up, a shocking new claim has emerged, that Kim Porter was allegedly HIV positive at the time of her death, and the first autopsy report might have proven it. According to anonymous sources who say they've seen the real file, the official report was edited before release to protect someone. And that someone, they suggest, is Diddy. Even back when she was alive, there were quiet tensions between Kim and Diddy, things that never made the headlines. But now, those moments are being re-examined in a whole new light. What did Kim know? And if this was really about a virus, how far would someone go to keep that secret buried? The internet is connecting dots, and Kim's name isn't the only one popping up. Another former Bad Boy artist is now being pulled into the storm. Craig Mack was one of the original stars of Bad Boy Records, the voice behind the classic hit Flava in Ya Ear. But after his sudden departure from the spotlight, his story took a bizarre and heartbreaking turn. In 2018, Craig Mack died of AIDS-related complications at just 46 years old. Official reports said he had been quietly battling the illness for years while living in seclusion, having joined a religious group some labeled a cult. But now, with everything surrounding Diddy blowing up, people are starting to question whether Craig's retreat from fame had less to do with faith and more to do with fear. The fact that his cause of death is now being linked in whispers to Diddy's alleged diagnosis has sent fans down an even deeper rabbit hole. And here's the chilling part. What if Craig tried to get away? What if he saw what was coming and distanced himself from the game completely, but it was already too late? Word on the street is that Diddy's team has allegedly spent serious cash over the years to keep things quiet. Hush money, settlements, threats disguised as business deals. People are now naming names, suggesting that Meek Mill, French Montana, and YK Osiris may have been paid off to stay loyal or to keep their mouths shut about what they saw behind closed doors. Take Meek Mill, for example. When Lil Rod's lawsuit surfaced, it included vague but damaging allegations about a Philly rapper tied to Diddy. All signs pointed to Meek. He could have stayed quiet. Instead, he jumped online, firing off emotional tweets denying everything except the part people were focused on, his connection to Diddy.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Then there's that now infamous poolside video, Diddy calling Meek King's son, hugging him close and telling him, "You deserve it, Daddy." The same thing happened with YK Osiris. More on him in a second. But here's the takeaway. In an industry where money controls everything, some fans now believe Diddy bought himself silence for years, maybe decades. A while back, Osiris posted a photo, now deleted, showing him and Diddy getting a couple's massage by the ocean. Romantic setting, relaxed vibes, and his caption, even stranger. He wrote, "Listening to that, Diddy and B2K, eating good fruit in the beautiful weather. Sexy moment."
All the ladies all over. All my sexy mama. Someone wanna come over.
Fans were instantly weirded out, but they didn't have proof, so the post faded into memory. Then came the bombshell. Osiris's ex-girlfriend went public, claiming she caught him in bed with another man. She didn't name names, but the internet connected the dots, and all fingers pointed straight at Diddy.
This man trying to be crazy, man.
What you mean? What's the craziest rumor you heard about yourself in this industry so far?
The crazy rumor?
Yeah.
I don't know about the rumor. What rumors, right? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy. You and Diddy
You
what?
and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this,
I'm just saying the
YK.
rumor. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Huh? I'm saying because that's the nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
So
saying
here
that.
goes envy.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was with a shawty.
All right, but Diddy was there.
No, he was a whole other different.
Oh, so they just made this up?
Yeah, they made it up. Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he was in a whole other different area. Like he was. Like,
Have you ever met Diddy?
yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you to party? Party?
Man.
At this point, it's no longer just a rumor. It's a full-blown storm. The allegations against Diddy aren't just about wild parties or reckless behavior. We've seen names like Usher, Kim Porter, Craig Mack, YK Osiris, and Meek Mill get pulled into the conversation. We've seen whispers of leaked medical files, silenced lawsuits, and hush money passed around like candy. And now, the big question is, what happens next? Because if even one of these stories proves to be true, if someone steps forward with real proof, this won't just be a scandal. It could become one of the biggest lawsuits and downfalls in music industry history. And let's not forget, lawsuits around infections have happened before. Just look at Usher's herpes cases. If Diddy ends up in court for allegedly transmitting HIV, the fallout could be massive. Careers ruined, labels pulled, even criminal charges are on the table. The internet is already convinced. But what about the rest of the world? Will the truth come out? Or will this all get buried by money, NDAs, and industry silence? Either way, one thing's for sure. This story is far from over.